Money is one of humanity's most powerful creations, yet also one of the strangest. We work for it, save it, spend it, and even lose sleep over it. But how often do we stop and ask what it really is? In Money, the True Story of a Made-Up Thing, Jacob Goldstein reminds us that money isn't something natural or physical, like gold or paper. It's something we invented. At its core, money is a shared story, a collective belief that something with no true use can represent value. And what's magical is that this story actually works, not because it's objectively true, but because we all agree to believe in it. Before coins, banks, or credit cards, people traded goods directly. One person might exchange food for tools or fabric for animals, a system known as barter. But barter was messy. Trade only worked if both sides wanted exactly what the other offered at the same time, a problem economists call the double coincidence of wants. To solve this, people began searching for something everyone would accept, a universal symbol of value. In different places, this took many forms: shells, salt, silver, or gold. The key wasn't the object itself, but the shared trust that it meant something. That's how money was born, not as a thing, but as an idea. For centuries, gold and silver were the dominant forms of money. They were rare, durable, and beautiful, qualities that made them trustworthy. Later, governments began issuing paper notes that represented a fixed amount of gold. These notes had no value by themselves. They were promises, symbols of trust backed by something real. But as economies expanded, there wasn't enough gold to back every note. Eventually, countries abandoned this gold standard. Money stopped being tied to any physical object. Instead, its value came purely from faith in governments, economies, and social stability. This kind of money is called fiat money, from the Latin, let it be done. It has value simply because we agree that it does. Every banknote is, in a sense, a small act of imagination. We look at a piece of paper and see not paper, but potential, a meal, a journey, a dream. It's one of the most extraordinary collective agreements in history. When money was freed from gold, it became something stranger and more powerful. Today, more than 90% of all money doesn't exist physically at all. It lives as digital numbers in computer systems. When you receive your salary, buy something online, or send a friend money, you're not moving coins or bills, just data representing value. And yet, the system works because it's built on trust. We trust that banks will safeguard our accounts, that our digital balances represent real value, and that tomorrow our money will still be worth something. Goldstein argues that trust is the real foundation of the modern economy. Money isn't backed by gold, it's backed by confidence. Here's something surprising. Most modern money isn't created by governments, but by banks. When you deposit $100, the bank doesn't store it all. It keeps a fraction and lends out the rest, a system called fractional reserve banking. Each time a loan is made, new money effectively comes into existence. It's an illusion that works until people stop believing in it. When trust collapses, the system breaks down. That's when financial crises happen. History shows what happens when faith in money disappears. During the Great Depression, the 2008 financial crisis, and the hyperinflation of Zimbabwe or Venezuela, the same pattern emerged. Confidence collapsed. People rushed to withdraw their savings, currencies lost value, and economies froze. Goldstein compares money to oxygen, invisible when it's working, but vital the moment it's gone. Without trust, trade stops, prices spiral, and societies crumble. Today, money is almost entirely digital. We tap our phones to pay for coffee or transfer money with a few clicks. This makes life easier, but it also means money is now purely symbolic. It's no longer tied to any material thing, only to code and faith. This transformation has paved the way for new experiments, most notably cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin, for example, removes banks and governments from the equation. Instead of trusting institutions, users trust mathematics through a transparent system called the blockchain. Whether or not crypto succeeds long-term, it perfectly illustrates Goldstein's message. Money doesn't work because of what it's made of. It works because we believe in it. Money isn't just an economic tool, it's deeply political. Whoever controls money controls power. Governments and central banks decide how much money exists, who gets loans, and what rules apply. These decisions shape the world. During the COVID-19 pandemic, governments created trillions of dollars to prevent collapse. That move showed how flexible and fragile our system is. Money can be conjured from nothing, saving lives and businesses, but it can also fuel inequality and inflation. Goldstein urges readers to see money as something human, not mechanical, built on emotion, trust, and social structures. At its core, money is about people. It's built on our capacity to imagine, cooperate, and trust strangers we'll never meet. Money makes large-scale civilization possible. It allows us to build cities, trade globally, and dream collectively. Goldstein calls it the world's most successful story. It isn't literally true, but it's real because we all believe in it. As technology evolves, the story continues to change, from gold to paper, from paper to plastic, from plastic to pixels. The next chapter may feature central bank digital currencies or AI-driven economies, but the foundation will remain the same: trust. In the end, money, the true story of a made-up thing, leaves us with one profound idea. Money works because we believe in it, together. It's a collective illusion, but one that sustains modern life. Every coin, every card swipe, every digital transaction is a quiet act of faith in our shared story. Money isn't really about wealth. It's about imagination, cooperation, and trust. It's proof of what humanity can achieve when we decide to believe in something invisible.